Right now, we are talking winter weather. We're keeping you prepared for the weekend in all of the aspects and angles that we can think of. One of them, of course, is public transportation. And in the Charlotte area, with this severe weather heading our way, a lot of folks who rely on public transportation are going to be impacted. So, joining us right now, Brett Baldock from the Charlotte Area Transit System, CATS, discussing how CATS is preparing on what riders need to know. Brett, thanks for coming in this afternoon. I'm sure you guys are busy.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are busy, but we are ready for whatever Mother Nature is going to throw at us this weekend.
All right, so what are you monitoring this weekend as it relates to the operation?
Yes, so operations are running as normal as of right now. We did make a preemptive decision to not run the Gold Line, so suspend streetcar service tomorrow, Saturday, as well as Sunday. And that's for multiple reasons. It's a streetcar, so obviously that system is running in the street, and those conditions we can't control. CDOT does a great job of treating the roads in Charlotte, but there are other roads that need to be treated, not just the Gold Line. So we made the decision based on the forecast, based on the potential conditions, to take the streetcar down because we did not want it stuck in the street, blocking emergency traffic, those sort of things. So that decision has been made. But other than that, everything is still going to run as normal until conditions change. So it's all going to be based on conditions across the system.
All right, yeah, that makes sense, absolutely. And so when you monitor the imminent conditions, what's the protocol, if any, when you go ahead and trigger some of the stoppages?
So I know, for example, we're watching the forecast, and right now, Sunday morning, it looks like we'll have freezing rain. So for the Blue Line, we have ice cutters that we can attach to the trains, and it will basically cut the ice off of the overhead wires that operate the Blue Line. And that's for two reasons, obviously, to take the weight off of them, but also the Blue Line needs to make contact with that wire in order to move. Mm-hmm. So we're getting the ice off so the Blue Line can still move its forward motion and transport people where they need to go. So that is a plan for Sunday, is to get those ice cutters out very early so we can open up service at 5 a.m. and hopefully continue the Blue Line service. Now, for the bus side of things, we've made the decision, our bus operations, that depending on how serious or poor the road conditions become, we will begin taking the buses off of the side streets and keeping them on the main roads, like your Central Aves, your Beatty Ford roads, your uptown streets, to make sure that we don't have buses that are stuck on residential streets that are not treated. So that is the plan as of right now. Obviously, things can change, but our main thing is we know that there are essential workers, hospital workers, airport workers that are going to rely on transit no matter what the weather is to get to where they need to go. So a complete stoppage of operations is not on the table right now. So we're trying to do everything we can to make sure operations are going to be continuing, but there may be some delays and detours at the same time.
Okay, that's really great insight and on your process on approaching each part of the CATS routines. So us essential workers, we're talking about it in-house here as well, but like you said, yeah, airport workers and of course first responders. You have an app. Is that going to change at all? What should people be looking for?
Yeah, so a big thing obviously we know is keeping people updated this weekend. So we are telling people to download the CATS Pass app. There is a special section in there with a red snowflake and a red exclamation point that says detours and delays, I believe it says. And in there is where you'll find all the latest information. There will also be a link in there that will take you to our website that will give you all of the bus detours and all of the bus delays in real time. And then if you don't have the app, you can go to our website at ridetransit.org, and all that information will be there. We'll also be pushing it out on Facebook and X as well. So we also will be putting out push alerts on our app as well for any major service disruptions. So our goal is to keep people updated as much as possible this weekend if they do have to travel on transit.
And are you just going to do that as conditions warrant, or is there can we check in like in every hour? Is there an update every hour?
We're going to be having meetings, I believe, 3 times a day, but it will be as needed. Those updates will come out if there's a major disruption. That will come out immediately. So we're just asking people to, kind of be by your phone as much as you can. Really, honestly, stay home if you can. But again, those essential workers don't have that option, which is why we're staying open. But I told someone a little bit earlier today, I don't think now is the time to use transit this weekend to go sightseeing and look at all the ice.
Oh, goodness.
Just because we want you to be safe as well, because, getting on and off a bus or on and off the blue line, it's going to be icy on the ground. So we want people to be safe, but we want to be there for people that are essential workers.
All right, very good. We're saying don't travel, especially on Sunday morning. If you absolutely have to, there are some options. Those are good ones. Brett, anything else we need to know for travel and potentially going into early next week, because we're going to be below freezing all of next week?
Yeah, so even our workers are technically essential workers. We have some of them staying in hotels, our customer service representatives, so we can make sure that our call center is staffed if people have any issues. We have our facilities crew that will be out salting the station platforms and salting the CTC in Uptown and our other transit centers to make sure those sidewalks don't become icy. So our best piece of advice is we have the people there so transit can continue to move, but please don't travel this weekend unless you absolutely have to.
All right, those are the same messages that we have as well. Brett Baldeck from CATS, thank you so much for the update and for letting us know exactly how you guys are processing things as well. It's an interesting way to check in with all these agencies and their approach to keeping folks and themselves safe.